I hate my job, but I need the money. So every morning, I wake up early. I put on my work clothes. I take the bus to the big office building. I push open the glass doors, and I always feel a bad feeling in my chest. That feeling comes every day. My name is Olivia. I am 28 years old. I am an assistant manager at a big real estate company. Many people work there. The offices are large and cold. I sit in a small space near the window. My boss is Victor. He is 52 years old. He is powerful and arrogant. He is also very cruel. His suits cost a lot of money. He smells like strong cologne and cold coffee. Those two smells together make me feel sick. Victor yells at people every day. He yells at me too. He never says thank you. He only wants more from everyone. He makes people feel very small. Some employees cry at their desks. He never notices. He never cares. I do not think Victor knows how to smile. Every day is the same. Victor demands more and shouts at us. I sit at my desk and work hard. I look at the other workers. They look tired too. No one smiles in this office. We just do our work. We say nothing. I survive the day and go home. Home is different. Home is safe. I live with my mother, Diana. She is 50 years old. She is gentle and sweet and a little naive. But I love her very much. Diana loves her garden. She grows tomatoes and roses. She spends many hours outside with her plants. She talks to them sometimes. I watch her from the window. She looks happy out there. Diana also loves to bake. She makes cookies on Sundays. She makes bread on cold days. The house always smells warm and good. When I come home from work, I smell the bread. I smell it before I open the door. That good smell makes me forget the bad day. That smell makes me forget about Victor. I feel safe. We live in a big old farmhouse. It is very beautiful. The ceilings are high. The floors are old wood. Big windows look out at a lot of green land. There are old trees all around the house. Birds come to the yard every morning. The land belongs to our family. My grandfather built the house a long time ago. My father grew up in it. My father died 4 years ago. Now it is just Diana and me. It is the most beautiful place I know. Diana is lonely sometimes, and I see it. She smiles for me every day. But sometimes she sits on the front porch alone. She looks out at the garden. She is quiet for a long time. One evening, Diana tells me something. She says she joined a dating app. I feel happy for her. My mother deserves love. She deserves a good, kind man. She deserves to be happy again. That is wonderful, Mom, I tell her. And I mean every word. Life goes on. I go to work every day. I come home to Diana every evening. She cooks dinner. She waters her plants. Things are not perfect, but they are okay. Then one Friday, everything changes. Diana is very excited that Friday evening. She moves fast around the kitchen. She cooks a big dinner. The table looks beautiful. She puts out the special plates. She lights candles. My boyfriend comes tonight, she says with a big smile. He is mature and charming and very successful. You will like him, Olivia. I am sure I will, I say. I help set the table. I feel happy for her. My mother is happy. That is enough for me. Then the doorbell rings. I walk to the front door and smile. I open the door. A man stands on the porch. He holds a bunch of white lilies. He wears an expensive suit. I know that suit, and I know that smell. I know that cold, sharp cologne very well. I feel cold all over. The world stops. My blood runs cold. The man is Victor, my boss. Victor stands at my front door. He looks at me and sees the shock on my face. Then he smirks. I know that smirk. I see it every day at work. He steps forward. He walks into my house. He does not wait for me to say, "Come in." He just walks in. Olivia. His voice is smooth and soft and fake. It is a small world. My mouth does not move. I cannot speak. My legs feel heavy. Diana runs in from the kitchen. She sees him and looks very happy. "Victor, you are here." She hugs him. She takes the flowers. "White lilies, my favorites." She pulls him inside. Victor walks into my home. He looks around slowly. He looks at the high ceilings. He looks at the old wood floors. He looks at the big windows and the green land outside. His eyes move around the room. He nods very slowly. He does not look like a man in love. He looks like a man who counts things. He looks like a man who plans things. But Diana does not see this. She only sees him. At dinner, Victor is a different person. He is warm and funny. He refills Diana's glass of water. He laughs at her jokes. He asks Diana about her garden. He tells her she looks beautiful. He is perfect. Diana believes every word. Diana smiles and smiles. I sit at the table and watch him. My hands feel cold. I eat very little. One time Victor looks at me. His eyes are calm and cold. He does not say a word, but I understand. He is here now. I cannot stop him. I look at my mother. She trusts him completely. She does not know the real Victor. She does not see what I see. But I know him. I know exactly who Victor is. And I am terrified. Victor moves very fast. 3 months pass. He buys Diana expensive jewelry. He takes her on luxury trips. Diana sends me photos from those trips. She looks happy in every photo. She stands next to Victor in nice restaurants and on boats. She looks beautiful. But I look at Victor in the photos. He does not look like a man in love. He looks like a man who counts things. Then Victor gets down on one knee. He proposes to Diana. She calls me right away. Her voice shakes with happiness. She says yes to him. She tells me to be happy for her. I go to the farmhouse. I sit across from Diana at the kitchen table. I take a deep breath. I tell her the truth. I tell her about the office. I tell her Victor yells at people every day. I tell her he fires people without a reason. I tell her he is cruel and cold to everyone. I tell her she needs to wait. I tell her she needs more time to know him. Diana listens, but she shakes her head slowly. "You just don't know the real Victor, Olivia," she says. "He is so good to me. Please be happy for me." I try again. I talk for a long time. I say many things, but Victor fills Diana's head with nice words every day. He calls her beautiful. He sends flowers to the door. He tells her she deserves love and happiness. He tells her she is special. Diana believes all of it. She does not hear me. They marry in a small, fast ceremony. The wedding takes place on a Saturday morning. I stand next to my mother. I fix her hair. I smile for her, but my heart feels very heavy that day. After the wedding, Victor moves into the farmhouse. My life changes immediately. At the office, Victor is worse than before. He gives me more work every day. He sets impossible deadlines. He makes me stay late every night. He calls me at 8 in the evening. He always wants one more file or one more report. He always has one more task for me. I arrive home at 10 o'clock, sometimes 11, sometimes midnight. I am so tired I eat cold food at the kitchen table alone. He does this on purpose. He keeps me at the office so I cannot go home. He does not want me there. At home, Victor acts like the king of the house. He moves the furniture to new places. He brings in new things and puts them in every room. He throws away some of my father's old things. He throws away my father's old clock from the living room wall. He throws away the old wooden chair on the front porch. He does not ask Diana. He just does it. Then he fires our old gardener, Mr. Cho. Mr. Cho works for our family for 15 years. He plants every flower and every tree in Diana's garden. He knows the name of every plant. He comes every Tuesday and Thursday without a problem. Victor fires him in 2 minutes. He does not give a reason. Diana says nothing. She trusts Victor with everything now. Victor sleeps in my father's old bedroom. He sits in my father's chair at night. He takes my father's place at the dinner table. He looks around the house every evening. He walks from room to room slowly. He touches the walls. He looks out at the green land every time he stands at a window. I have no escape. He controls my paycheck. He controls my home. He is everywhere I go. I feel like I cannot breathe. I eat dinner fast and go to my room. I sit on my bed in the dark. I look at the ceiling and think. Then one Tuesday afternoon, I see something strange. Diana goes to the shopping center that day. I come home early because I feel sick. I park my car on the street. I walk to the house quietly. I see Victor at the front door. 2 men in dark suits stand next to him. They look out at the land. One man points at the old trees. The other man takes photos with his phone. They walk a few steps and take more photos. I go around to the back of the house. I go in through the back door quietly. I go upstairs and wait. 30 minutes pass. The 2 men leave. Victor leaves too. He gets in his big car and drives away fast. I go straight to Victor's office. He locks that door always. But I know where Diana keeps all the keys in the house. I look through them and find the right one. I open the office door slowly. The room is very tidy. Everything is in order. I look at the desk. I look in the drawers. Then I see a large roll of paper on the desk. I open it and put it flat. It is a plan. It shows our farmhouse land. It shows big new buildings on top of the land, a large shopping mall, a parking lot, wide roads, shops in every direction. Our farmhouse does not appear on the plan at all. The house is gone. Everything my family builds is gone. I look at it for a long time. My hands shake, but my mind is very clear. Victor does not love Diana. He never loves her. He wants our land. The land is worth millions of dollars. He plans to knock down our family home and put a commercial shopping center on top of it. He marries my mother to get the land. That is all she is to him. I put the paper back. I lock the office door. I go to my room and make a call. I call Elias that night. Elias is 32 years old. He is a lawyer and a family friend. He grows up next door to us when we are children. He knows Diana well. He knows this land. He cares about our family very much. I meet Elias the next day at a coffee shop. I bring photos of the blueprints on my phone. I sit across from him and tell him everything. I start from the beginning. I tell him about Victor at the office. I tell him the kind of man Victor is every day. I tell him about the men in suits and the photos they take. I tell him about the plans for the land. I tell him about the shopping center on my family's home. Elias listens to every word. He does not interrupt. He does not look surprised. I will look into Victor right away, he says. He writes things in a small notebook. We work together for 2 weeks. Elias digs into Victor's business records. He makes calls to court offices in 3 different states. He reads old news articles from years ago. He talks to people who know Victor's past. He finds many documents. He brings them all to me one afternoon. The truth is very dark. Victor's company looks big and powerful on the outside. The website looks good. The office in the city looks nice. But it is all a lie. The company is secretly bankrupt. Victor owes a lot of money to banks and to private lenders. He borrows and borrows. He never pays it back. He hides all this debt behind fake company names. He sets up 6 different company names over 10 years. He hides it very well. No one on the outside knows the truth, but there is more. Victor marries 2 other women before Diana. Both women are widows. Both women own land and property. Victor marries them fast. Then he takes their land and their property. Then he leaves them with nothing. They lose their homes. They lose all their money. One woman loses the house her parents built for her. Victor does the same thing again and again, and now he does it to my mother. I take all the documents home. I go straight to Diana. Mom, please sit down and look at this, I say. I put the papers on the kitchen table. I sit next to her. I explain everything slowly. I show her the court records from the past cases. I show her the old news articles with Victor's name in them. I show her the blueprints of the shopping center. I tell her about the 2 other women. I tell her their names. I tell her what he does to them. I tell her she is in danger right now. Diana looks at the papers. She picks some of them up. She reads a few words. Her face looks confused and worried. Then the kitchen door opens. Victor walks in. He sees the papers on the table. He sees my face. He sees Diana's face. He knows right away what happens here, but he does not get angry. He does not raise his voice. He does something much worse. He pulls a chair next to Diana. He sits down. He takes both her hands in his. His head drops down. Then he looks up, and tears fill his eyes. His voice shakes when he speaks. Diana, he says very softly, I am so sorry you see all this. Olivia shows you these things because she wants to hurt us. She wants this house for herself. She makes all of this up. She wants you to leave me. I stand very still. I cannot believe his words. These papers are not real, Victor says. He looks at me now. Behind the tears, his eyes stay completely cold and calm. Olivia makes fake documents. She is jealous of our love. She tries to destroy our family and our happiness. Diana looks at me. Then she looks at Victor. Then she looks at me again. Olivia, she says quietly. Is this true? No, Mom, I say. My voice is calm and clear. He lies to you. Everything I show you is real. You can check every document yourself. But Victor cries more. He says my name again and again. He tells Diana he loves her more than anything. He says I am jealous and cruel and I always want to control her. Diana holds his hands. She looks very confused. Her eyes fill with tears too. She looks at Victor and she looks at me and she does not know what to believe. Victor takes a long, slow breath. He looks at Diana very seriously. His voice goes quiet. Diana, you need to choose, he says. It is me or her. Olivia destroys our marriage every day. I cannot live like this. I love you too much to stay and fight. The kitchen goes very silent. I look at my mother and wait. Diana looks down at the table. She does not look at me. Her hands shake a little. When she speaks, her voice is very small and very quiet. Olivia, she says, please move out for a little while, just to keep the peace. I feel those words in my chest. My throat feels very tight. Everything feels far away. Mom, I say, please listen to me. Just for a little while, Olivia. Please, she says. She still does not look at me. I go upstairs. I pack a bag. I take my clothes and my books and one photo of my father from my desk. I put it all in one suitcase. I do everything slowly. My hands do not shake. I do not cry. I just pack. I walk back downstairs with the suitcase. Diana stands in the hallway. Her face is red. Her eyes are full of tears. Victor stands behind her. He looks at me over her shoulder. He smiles. He smiles behind her back so she does not see it. That smile says everything. He wins. He takes my mother. He takes my home. He stands in my house and he smiles at me. I look at him for a long time. I want him to see my face clearly. Then I turn and walk out the front door. I move into a small, cheap apartment across town. The walls are thin. The kitchen is very small. The ceiling has a yellow water stain, but I do not plan to stay here long. The next morning, I call Victor's office. I quit my job. The assistant sounds surprised. I do not explain anything. Then I call Elias. He wins for now, I tell him, but we are not done. Elias is quiet for 1 second. No, he says, we are not done at all. We make our plan. 1 month passes. I live in the small apartment. I eat simple food. I sleep on a small bed. Some nights I look at the ceiling. I think about the farmhouse. I think about the green land and the old trees. I think about my father's chair. I think about Diana's garden and the smell of her bread on cold evenings. I get angry sometimes, then I get calm again. Anger without a plan helps no one. Elias teaches me this, so I follow the plan. I do not rush. Elias finds one of Victor's ex-wives. Her name is Helen. She is 60 years old. She lives in a small apartment now, too. Victor takes her house 5 years ago. She loses everything. She carries a lot of pain. She does not talk about it for a long time. Elias speaks with her for many hours. He listens to her story. He shows her our documents. He tells her about Diana. He tells her Victor does the same thing again to a new woman. Helen agrees to help us. She agrees to tell the truth. Elias also builds the full legal case against Victor. He shows all the fake company names. He shows the debt to banks and lenders. He shows that Victor hides all of this on purpose. He gives everything to 2 police detectives. They agree to act. And I add one more piece of evidence. One afternoon, Diana invites me for coffee at the farmhouse. I go. I ask to use the bathroom. I go to Victor's office instead. I put a small digital recorder behind a book on the shelf. Over 2 weeks, the recorder catches Victor on 2 phone calls with the property developers. He talks about our land. He talks about the shopping center. He calls Diana the widow. He laughs at her. He says she trusts him with everything. He says he needs one more signature on the deed. He says one more month, and the deal closes. I listen to the recordings with Elias. My hands feel cold, but my face stays calm. Now we have everything, Elias says. Yes, I say. Now we go. We pick a Wednesday morning. The detectives agree to come. Helen agrees to come too. Elias speaks to the detectives one last time. Everyone knows the plan. That Wednesday, Victor brings a large folder to the farmhouse. He sits at the kitchen table with Diana. He looks calm and friendly. He puts the papers in front of her. These are just tax documents, sweetheart, he says. Sign here and here. Very simple. He pushes a pen into Diana's hand. He points to the bottom of the page. Diana looks at the papers. She does not read them carefully. She trusts him. She always trusts him. She starts to lower the pen toward the page. The front door flies open. I walk in. I do not knock. This is still my home. Elias walks in behind me. 2 police detectives walk in behind him. Helen walks in last. She sees Victor across the kitchen. She does not look away. Victor sees me. He sees the detectives. His face goes white. I walk to the kitchen table. I put a large envelope down. I open it. I put the documents on the table next to his. Mom, stop, I say. Please do not sign anything. Diana puts down the pen. She looks at me. She looks at the detectives. She looks at the woman she does not know. Victor stands up fast. His chair scrapes the floor. This is my house, he says. His voice is tight. You need to leave. No, I say. I put my phone on the table. I press play. Victor's voice fills the kitchen. He laughs about Diana. He calls her the widow. He talks about the shopping center and the deed transfer. Diana listens to every word. Her face goes very still. Then Helen speaks. Helen tells Diana her story. Her voice is quiet and steady. She tells Diana about the jewelry and the trips. She tells Diana about the fast wedding. She tells Diana how Victor takes her house and leaves her with nothing. Diana looks at Helen. She looks at me. She looks at the papers Victor brings. She picks them up. She reads the top line. She reads the words, property deed transfer, full ownership. Victor panics. His face turns red. He slams his hand on the table. The glasses shake. This is all lies, he shouts. He looks at Diana. His voice gets very loud now. You stupid old woman. Just sign the papers. Sign them right now. Diana takes one step back. Victor grabs for the deed on the table, but a detective steps forward and takes his arm. Victor looks at the detective. He looks at Elias. He looks at Helen. He looks at me. And then the last piece of the fake, charming Victor falls away. He looks ugly now. He looks small. He looks afraid. He shows his real face at last. Diana looks at him for a long time. She does not cry. Her face goes very calm. She pulls back her right hand. She slaps Victor hard across the face. The sound fills the kitchen. Get out of my house, Diana says. Her voice is low and very clear. The detectives put handcuffs on Victor. They tell him the charges: fraud and embezzlement. They walk him to the front door. Victor says nothing. He does not look at Diana. He does not look at me. The front door closes behind them. We hear the car door shut. We hear the car drive away. Then the farmhouse is quiet. Diana turns to me. Her eyes fill with tears. I am so sorry, Olivia, she says. I know, Mom, I say. I take her hand. The court looks at all of Victor's cases. He goes to prison. He loses the car and the bank accounts and the fake companies. He has nothing left. I move back into the farmhouse the next day. I carry my one suitcase inside. Diana meets me at the door. She pulls me close. The house feels light again. We open all the windows. Fresh air comes in. Mr. Cho comes back to work in the garden. He plants new flowers along the front path. On the first cold evening, Diana bakes bread. The smell fills every room. One afternoon, we sit on the front porch together. We drink tea. The sky is blue and wide. The land is green in every direction. I want to do something good with the land, Diana says. She looks out at the big open space. Me too, I say. We talk for a long time. We talk about the old trees and the birds and the quiet. We decide to turn a large part of the land into a public botanical garden, a place for everyone in our town. Diana smiles. It is a real smile, the kind I know. I look at my mother. I look at the green grass. I look at the blue sky. He tries to steal our world. He plans it for a long time. He does it to other women before us. He thinks he wins, but he does not win. We fight back. We stand together. No one controls us again. We are safe. We are free.